So you have $4 and you want to split it or divide it evenly among 5 friends. So let's make a prediction. Do you predict that will be more than $1 or less than $1? Let's see. You have $4 and you're dividing it among 5 students. That's more people than dollars. So my prediction is going to be less than 1. So there are 2 ways to turn this fraction into a equivalent decimal. This is called a terminating decimal, a decimal that just ends, has actually place value. So here's the first way. 4 divided into 5 groups. 4 divided among 5 friends. 4 divided by 5. You may say, but why is this fraction a division? Well, let's show you. Here is a division symbol. I replace this dot with the numerator 4. I replace this dot with the denominator 5. 4 divided by 5. So how do I divide out? So I put a 4 right here. This means divide. I'm dividing among how many friends? 5 friends or 5 groups. Can 5 go into 4? 0 times. So 5 times 0 is 0. Subtract. What is the remainder? 4. In elementary school, your teacher may have said remainders are okay. But when you go to junior high and high school, you need to get rid of that remainder. You need to turn it into a decimal. So how do you do that? So you put a placeholder here. It's called annexing 0. So we're annexing a 0. So put a decimal point right here. So because 4 whole is the same thing as saying $4.00. Now bring down a 0, just like in elementary school. How many groups of 5 go into 40? You have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 8 groups. And the remainder is 0. So the equivalent decimal for 4/5 is 0 and 8/10. Another way you can say that if you annex the 0 here is 80/100. So is that less than half or more than half? It's more than half. Half of $1 is 50 cents. But is it closer to 1 or way far? It's right here, closer to 1. So that's one way to solve it. This is another way you can solve it. Because I have some students say, that takes too long. You know your place values of tenths or hundredths or thousands. So I'm going to use the 10th place value. You can use the hundredths place value. Equivalent fractions. You did learn this in elementary school. How many 5s go into 10? Can 5 go into 10? 2 times. So times 2, 4 times 2 is 8. 4/5 is equal to 8/10. It's called equivalent fractions.